Hi, this is Tom from World Class Coaching with this week's animated drill. This is really a small-sided game that follows on from the movement off the ball video that I did, as well as the Barca passing video. So I'll put links to those at the end so you can go back and look at those videos as well. You'll find them in the weekly animated drill playlist on our YouTube page. But this is a small-sided game that kind of follows on directly from that. It's really useful for training players to move without the ball and create options. So what we have is we have a 2v2 in the middle, and then we have neutral players on each end. Now, the ideal situation is that you have a team of 12 players, or multiples of 4 would be great, or multiples of 6 even is even better, where we can create multiple games at once. So imagine we have this exact same setup with another group of 6 players. So, that's an ideal situation because then you can have 3 groups of 4. So you've got the red group, you've got the yellow group, and you've got the black group. And then they can rotate roles between playing in the middle and being neutral players and give everybody an opportunity. But the idea here is to move the ball from one target to the other and then combining with their teammates to move the ball up the field and find the other target. So to do that, to complete that process of going one target to the other, would then give the team in possession 1 point. Now, if a ball is intercepted by the other team, then their goal is to immediately get it to a target player, open up and create runs, like we talked about in the movement without the ball video. We talked about checking toward the ball. We talked about drifting wide. And then we talked about finding a slashing or a diagonal run through the middle when that's opened up by those drifting runs wide. So if they can do that, then they can move the ball down the field and find their teammate on the other end and find the neutral player ultimately. So going from end to end. So it's a basic exercise in that regard because it's not complicated. The complicated part is getting the players to understand the movements without the ball and how even a movement to an open space like that can potentially get their teammate open by drawing a defender closer to them. So then that defender is drawn out of that space, allowing their teammate to make that diagonal or slashing run into the middle to receive the ball. That's the challenging concept to get across to players. But once they do that and they see the power of them making a movement that opens up space for their other teammate, then they can really start to combine together truly and support each other as they go down the field. So you can obviously scale this game. You can make it a 3v3. Generally, I like to make this about a 15-yard wide area and about a 20 to 25-yard long area, just depending on the age and ability level of the players. But you could also scale it up and make it a larger area and play 3 versus 3. I just like the simplicity of 2 versus 2 because the players can't hide in a 2v2. I mean, you've got to move for your teammate. If you don't move, everything is static and there's no way to progress the ball up the field. So I hope you like this and give this a try with your teams, and definitely check out the previous videos on movement and the Barca passing pattern for ideas of where you could build an entire training session based on this. Thanks a lot.